Hello, learners. So, today we are going to start the practical portion, and this is your part C. The first chapter, data, source, and compilation. So, students, we will get to know here about the data, source, and compilation. Okay, what is this? So, students, we have must seen and we use various forms of data, like when we used to watch news bulletin on television, when we used to hear news in our cell phones and all. And temperature recorded on the day in major cities are displayed. Similarly, the books on the geography, like in geography also, you have seen many data related to the growth, agriculture, okay, crops, various crops, trade, population, distribution, sex ratio, and if we talk about the minerals, industries, right? So these all are we can see in the tabular forms. And you have must seen about the data or data are obtained, how the tabulated and proceed to extract meaningful information. Okay, so we can understand, we get to know the all the conditions through the data. Like so firstly we'll talk about data. What is data actually? So students, data are defined as number. Okay, it represents measurements from the real world, which is called datum. Datum is a single measurement. We often read the news like 20 centimeter. If we talk about rainfall, we can see 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter rainfall. Okay, the place receives how much rainfall. So according to this, we always used to use this 30 centimeter, 20 centimeter, like this. And when we talk about the distance, that time we can say 24 hours distant from this place to this place. Okay, sometimes we use kilometers in number, like 1000 kilometer, 20 kilometers. Okay, so when we talk about the numbers, okay, in numbers, so the this numerical information is called data, right? Numerical to information which is called data. It may be easily released that there are large volume of data available around the world today. जैसे कि it is important to ensure that the major information is algorithmically derived and logically deduced and sustainably calculated from multiple data. So here students, you will get to know. After that, second is need of data. So why we required data? Okay, what is the purpose of data collection? So students, here are uh, some points regarding this. First is to obtain information, right? Why we require data, why we need to collect data. So first is to obtain information. Suppose if you want to something, so you will keep started uh, taking the information of regarding any particular people, any particular place, right? Second is to keep on record. Yes, obviously, when we obtain information, then you will keep records also. Third is to make decisions about important issue. When you have to take decision, when you have to make any decision, that time you take the important issues, okay, about any important issues. And number four is to pass information on to others. When you have to got, suppose any relevant place is there, and you want to know something, and you have to pass this information to someone else, so that time also we required data collection. And number fifth is for research study. Okay, the case studies and also when you have to research on any particular topic, so that time also you required collect to collect data. Now next is sources of data. So students, the source of data, this is divided in two parts. First is external source and second one is internal sources. So here we'll talk only about this time about the external source. Okay, external source, this is external source, and the external source is also divided in two parts. First is primary data and another one is secondary data. So students, let's talk about the primary data. So in primary data, like for example, these are the datas like documents, creative works, interviews, man-made materials, and survey. According to this, these are we can call primary data. Okay, so in primary data, students, firstly we'll get to know there are some sources of data, so we will discuss it after some time. Okay, let's talk about the primary data. So what are the method of collection of primary data? So firstly, we can collect information through interview, right? We can collect information through interview. When we have to, suppose you must have seen interviews in the television, right? So through this we can get many more information from the particular person. Next is indirect oral investigation, right? And then survey. Next is case study, and another is questionnaire, and next one is observation, right? So firstly we'll talk about the personal observation. What is personal observation? So it refers to the collection of information by an individual or group of individuals through direct observation in the field, through a field survey, information about the relief features, drainage pattern, types of soil, natural vegetation, as well as population structure, sex ratio, literacy rate, means of transport and communication, urban and rural settlements. So these all kinds of information we get from the personal observation. Like in your practical portion last year, one more chapter was there, field survey. So when students used to go and choose any particular place, and they used to make one some collection of questions, and they ask to people face to face. Okay, so we can say this is also a kind of personal observation. Okay, now next is interview, students. So interview, in this method the researcher get direct information from the रिस्पोंडेंट. रिस्पोंडेंट कौन होगा? जिससे हमें क्वेश्चन पूछने हैं, ठीक है, एंड विल गेट आंसर डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द दैट रिस्पोंडेंट, लाइक through the short conversation. Okay, so the interview must take the following precautions. Students, when we use this method for taking collection for collection of data, that time you have to keep some points in your mind, and these points are: first is precise list of items about which information is to gathered from the person, which type of question you are going to ask him, and during asking question you should not ask personal question, and if you require to ask this question, so firstly you should take permission from them, from that person. Is he willing to give answer or not regarding his personal life. Next is language. Okay, the language which you will use to ask him or her question, it should be very simple, and you should ask him very politely, so that respondent feel motivated and readily agree to give you information. Okay, and then one more point regarding this, which type in precautions, avoid asking any such question that make hurt the self respect of the religious feelings of the respondent, right? And pay your thanks and gratefulness for sparing his or her valuable time for you. Whatever you will ask, after that at last you should be thankful to that person to give you time, okay, precious time. Now next is about the questionnaire. Now questionnaire is a kind of schedule. In this method, simple questions and their possible answers are written on the plain paper, I think you must have seen some questionnaire. साइकोलॉजी से जो कोर्सेज करते हैं, दे यूज टू मेक सम क्वेश्चनायर. तो वो क्या करते हैं कि क्वेश्चनायर प्रिपेयर करते हैं ऑन राइटिंग सम क्वेश्चंस, along with it some options also mentioned on that questionnaire. Sir, according to this, उसमें आप क्या करते हैं, आफ्टर रीडिंग द क्वेश्चन यू टेक मार्क ऑन द करेक्ट आंसर एज पर योर सेल्फ. Okay, as per your, according to yourself. So this is called questionnaire. Next is other method like data about the properties of soil and water are collected directly in the field by measuring their characteristics using soil kit, water quality kit, right? सो वहाँ से क्या लिया जाता है, ये अदर मेथड में आपके वो आ जाते हैं, जैसे कि कहीं से कोई सैंपल ले लिया, वाटर का सैंपल ले लिया, सॉइल का सैंपल ले लिया, और फिर उसके ऊपर क्या किया जाता है, उसमें रिसर्चेस किए जाते हैं. ठीक है. So thank you students. In the next video we will talk about the secondary source of data. Till then, thank you so much, and please revise this portion, revise this part. Till then, thank you so much everyone.